Alright, I just wanted to bring a quick guide update on my Mage Tower experience. I'm more of a PvP kind of guy, but during this time with the new game coming out, new expansion, PvP has been kind of boring in some cases, so I usually mess around in Mage Tower and Transmog and just kind of do other stuff in the game since raiding isn't really a thing right now. With that being said, I've been doing the Mage Tower challenge specifically for Shadow Priest, and let me tell you, it sucks. So, my goal here is to hopefully shed some light and help someone else out there because I've broke a keyboard. Let's see. I've been through, I don't know, $40 at least in tokens, buying and stuff, and just kind of seeing what works and what doesn't. Come to find out yesterday or the day before that it is bugged and the scaling is off. So all this stuff is scales to 120. Apparently the actual bosses, their health and damage is scaled to something else. It's higher. However, it is doable. My buddy kind of got the short end of the stick because we've been doing this together, my arena partner, and he plays Affilock. So apparently that's just straight up impossible. But I don't know, maybe it just sucks. Anyway, I'll go through the gear first and then into talents, and I'll pull up my stream from last night of a close encounter that I had that we can kind of walk through. But ultimately, I did get it last night. I was not live. I think I got really close a couple times, and I don't know, emotions took over. I missed globals or something along the lines, and I just had to walk away from it, and I came back, and then I one-shot it. Better mindset. Sometimes you got to do that. I was also pretty toasty on some El Mejor tequila. But yeah, so some of these pieces I pulled from, was it Hellfire Citadel? I don't know, I'm not a PvE lord, but it is the one in Pandaria, Siege of Orgrimmar. So I got this helmet, these two weapons, and a chest piece. I think that's it to kind of add to my arsenal. But the big thing is you want the highest main stat possible. When I was going in after all the buffs were up, I was sitting around 720 to 740 intellect, I believe. And the reason for that is Brilliant Queen's Garnets and these three can still apply these to an item so long that it's not a current Dragonfly item, at least to my knowledge. So 23 intellect, 19 intellect, and then there is this one here, Saber's Eye of Intellect. So smack all those, try and get the most amount of sockets. So that's my helmet. I bought these at the auction house. Auction house, important here. You can use the triple gemming with the tiered settings with Dragonflight, but also still use a Panda Land enchant, I believe. Mark of the Claw. Same thing here, 320. I was able to put that 8 primary stat on there. Waking stats. I got this. Yeah, that was from the raid. Auction house with the Shadowlands Intellect enchant. Auction house. And my belt, I actually just used this. I'm not sure what the primary stat power up was, but I figured that was good. I believe I had an 8. I did 100% have an 8 intellect in there, but I obviously changed that since then. And then I did use these boots, Haste Mastery, with the embellishments because those do work in there, but this only gives 1 mastery. Again, pretty troll. Fuck Blizzard. Auction house legs. Auction house rings. These are the Shadowlands rings, but I put the Dragonflight crafted gem in there for some more primary stat. Primary stat, both auction house, and then the weapons are from Siege of Orgrimmar with Mighty Intellect or Major Intellect is on both of them with the socket and socket bonus intellect. So that's kind of the gear. As far as the build goes, this is kind of handcrafted based on some of the research I did online, but I noticed people were taking talents that didn't really matter in the fight, something that you would never press, like Massive Spell, I don't know, dumb shit like that. But I'll put this down below so you can just simply copy and paste it. But the big thing is we got the Void Tendrils. Shadow Word Death comes in handy. I learned the hard way to not push this after the brother dies that follows you around that spawns the hands. Do not press this. Focus on Devouring Plague, shielding yourself, and damage, but don't press Shadow Word Death. That's why I lost a couple of these, because the damage to myself was actually significant. Let's see here. This is big. It's a Mind Blast to slow him down. Obviously Feather for mobility, Body and Soul for mobility. Divine Star, some defensives. Kind of self-explanatory here. I would say the most uncommon out of my actual Shadow talent build is Distorted Reality versus Mind's Eye. I really like this for the hands, and I'll show you that shortly here. In fact, how about right now? Real quick, we'll just burn through this. I think I have it pulled up here. Yeah, so this is the beginning of the phase. He just pulled, he's just running at me. You don't want to expend any cooldowns here, you just want to get to push the boss. So, really easy phase, nothing you really got to care about. It's pretty simple. I pop Void Form. I don't know why I'm missing this Power Infusion. I should have pressed Mindbender too, but I do, but I wasn't running this in the build that I showed you. I was kind of doing a lot of testing, but the goal here is to hit a fat Devouring Plague into a Void Torrent, and then just kind of roll your damage and Shadow Crash these mobs, because the damage from Void Torrent amplifies when you have Devouring Plague and all your dots on the target. So max through this. I don't think you can push them through a certain amount. I want to say it's just more or less a timing thing. So burn through that. Basically try and kill it. Now focus him as fast as you can. And this is what I did for the eyes. I put a Vampiric Touch into a Silence kind of late, and then I would build up to do one Devouring Plague, and then that would be enough to tick it, and it wouldn't get through the cast. I didn't do it there, but ultimately that was the best way I found to handle it, because Devouring Plague does its damage over time, as opposed to like instantaneously with that Distorted Reality pick. And then some phase, kind of standard stuff here. Soaking these things. It's all aids to me. I hate PvE, but when I start stuff, I'm known for I gotta see it through, I gotta kill it, and the fact that it was bugged really fucked with me hard. Yeah, I'm not the best PvEer, but it was definitely difficult. Yeah, focusing down the hands, kiting around after the third phase. When these things you have to soak, they always spawn in this area, so you want to make sure you're running around for them to spawn, so you can kind of spin around and get into them. Here's the grass from beyond casting, but clearly it's gonna die from my dots before it can even get the second cast off, and I have another 13 seconds on Silence still ready to go. Oh, let's see. Yeah, the best thing you can do here is to maintain your dots on the main boss and kind of get him down a little bit, and then ultimately what we're going to want to do is pop everything that we have to actually kill Karim, and then focus on healing and nuking the boss. So like popping the drums. I accidentally pressed this earlier. I shouldn't have did that, which is probably why I wipe, but I don't think that's exactly why, because that's a huge damage buff, this potion here. Speaking of which, all those are on the internet on Wowhead. I'm just using the well-fed buff, pretty standard Mage Tower shit. I'm sure you guys know about it. I don't fuck with this a whole lot. Dispersion here to obviously soak and live, and continue on. Just kiting around. I'm trying to see what happened. I'm sure there's mistakes in here that you guys are gonna fuck with me on, but I don't care. I don't give a fuck about PvP. Long story short, sorry, PvE happened. So I killed him. I'm trying to just burn the boss here effectively. And what happens? Oh, I comes here with a soak. There it is, right there. I probably.
What? Oh my god, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, there's that. I don't know if that's helpful. I'm sure your Mage Tower nerds are probably like, yeah, this guy sucks. But like I said, I don't care. I just didn't see a lot of content online that actually walk through the gear pieces. Although for players that are all about the Mage Tower, this is probably common knowledge. But with these new scaling issues and whatnot, I didn't see anything that was very beneficial. I watched all of the guides online. I think one dude posted a video that was during this time, but it was old content. It was annoying. This other guy, like I said, didn't go through any of the details on exactly what's going on specifically for Shadow Priest. I don't know, but yeah, that's it.